Alright, we back.
Hello.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Alright.
We ready.
We ready. Let's get back into it. Oh god, gotta unmute it.
Yeah.
Won't let me. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hold on. We got this. There we go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yo, this is good.
We're back.
We're in it.
Holding on a second for Batman.
Oh, yep.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Can we do that? That's illegal.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Fuck.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official trial recess.
Look, if Monica says the trial's on recess,
That's it.
Just gotta...
For real?
For real?
For fucking realsy.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... Get that shot in. Get that shot in, yeah!
Yep.
They fucking love that.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Oh god, fucking food.
No, wait!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Coward.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
That's what men are
It's
for.
okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Fumi does gotta go. Fuck a Fumi.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
It's a dead body, Jill.
That's not it at all.
I guess that doesn't matter much to
screwing
genocide,
around.
Jill.
Okay, here I go.
Here I go again, touching a corpse.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is...
I fucking knew
What
it!
does this mean?
Oh. Oh, fuck.
What is it? Not possible. It's not possible.
Now she's All Might.
An angrier All Might. Yeah, a little bit.
She touched Chihiro's penis, and now she's All Might.
Yep.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Is what?
a boy.
I fucking knew it.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
Fuck you, Hifumi.
You're joking, right?
So it gets less problematic from here, huh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't joke about this.
All Might never jokes.
Yeah.
Then it's really true? Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I was really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Fuck.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
Fuck you, Batman.
Yes, it certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Fuck.
Yep.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy, fuck. The thought never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Oh,
So
fuck
then,
me.
there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room, and the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
I hate him so much.
Yeah, no, Bianca's coming.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Everybody in chat, blame Metalia. He made me play this game. Okay.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Yeah, fucking knew that too. Fucking obviously.
Aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct, for the time being.
Fuck you, Byakuya.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
As you do. You know, you see a dead body, you gotta, like, play with it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Why are you crying, Taka?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
No.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Oh, you sweet, sweet popcorn boy.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Ants are very smart.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
I hate you so much. But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer is able to gain access to the real murder scene. Which means the killer's a guy.
Oh my god!
Fucking obviously, since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues.
Make your argument.
Okay.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
Fuck.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer.
And only the killer.
And only the killer.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Fuck. Celeste.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
The marvel friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
No! Oh, I think I know who it is.
I can't even guess.
I think I know who it is.
No idea.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Batman, please.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say. But fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clues about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe! Spin the wheel!
Hell yeah.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Shoot!
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on
Wait a
his way
minute.
to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
My voice lines.
Because it matched the one the culprit
This
was
hurts
wearing.
my voice lines.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Wait, really? You just... Okay, let me watch the whole thing.
We know where Chihiro was headed.
Fuck you, Mondo!
I will...
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Because exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Yes! But what truth bullet do I use? How do you know something like that?
First of all,
You
we
figured it
know
out
where
before you
Chihiro was going. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask,
Is it the first thing he says?
why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it!
It's gotta be, because only Celeste should know what color it is.
The one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit?
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
It also didn't work.
Hold on a second, Mondo.
Thing.
What
Yeah,
did you
that one
say?
I realized. That one I was a little confused about, but
Yeah.
I realized it the second one instead.
Huh? What'd I say?
Also, I will say. Actually, no, keep going.
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said, she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Because I saw the flashback like you did.
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Damn.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
Taka.
No, that can't be it.
They got destroyed.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Someone take the scissors from Genocide.
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
Almost like she was trying to hide it. Except that she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Get near. Get near.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Fuck.
Got baited.
You him in trouble, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Okay, this part I'm interested in.
Yo.
What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
What? Am I Kyoko now?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off.
What was that?
Yep.
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude.
Oh.
And once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Fucking Batman bullshit.
You're positively frightful.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Got him!
Yup.
Gentlemen,
We got it. Yeah!
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
I mean, you are the ultimate gang leader.
He would never do something like that. This is a false
Yo,
accusation.
I know you had an intimate night in a fucking sauna, but you calm down, Shoutbird.
Bro!
It's
You
true.
bro there.
My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was vast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
Oh, just like that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
fuck.
that's a quick embrace of death.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
What?
Yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Just gonna let that pan for a minute.
Is that what you want?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, like,
If you really insist.
you don't have to ruin the time.
Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know, is it Mondo's?
Mm.
No.
Shoot!
Shoot!
Fuck!
Shoot! That's what I'm saying.
And it's gotta be Chihiro's.
I got it!
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's not fucking
Chihiro's
mine!
handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
I didn't
I was
remember that.
totally
Yeah.
sure I found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Celeste, why you gotta do him like that?
Ooh. Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
There's only one possible explanation.
Yeah.
By hitting its weak point?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
One weak point, didn't we?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point
So sad.
This is a sad little bear.
It's a sad bear.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
He's so cute.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
Monokuma lesson.
It's
Yeah.
because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Huh.
That layer
Sauna
of air
lessons
would get
by
blown
Monokuma.
away. That's why
He
you
is a
feel
headmaster.
burning when you
He's
move
teaching these
around.
kids a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, this is it. Monokuma.
So when you're in a
has some lessons for
sauna,
us
make sure
sometimes.
to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
If you found the victim's hand
And the
in
music cut is
sauna,
perfect.
then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone.
I don't know,
right?
maybe they spent an entire night inside of the sauna.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I do.
I might know someone who did.
Hell yeah.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Those two.
It had to be the one who wore all their clothes in the sauna. It was... fucking, obviously Genocide Jim.
It actually was. It was a big old roundabout.
This whole trial was a big old goofy.
Yeah.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had...
Yo,
an
what
endurance
happened in
contest
that sauna,
not too
bro?
long
Dude,
ago.
from
Remember?
a brotherhood was established.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened
I
to
love
keep
how
his
he's
school
the towel on
uniform
his
on.
hand.
Yeah.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Nigger! Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, fuck.
No. Wait,
Not touching
hold
that.
on.
We're just moving on.
You've got it
Yeah,
all wrong.
yeah,
He
yeah.
would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid
No,
proof.
whoa.
But that is the proof, you fucking idiot. I found something that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt. Make your argument.
It's this song. Oh, now this is really, yep.
Huh.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Oh, so he's using
If
Leon's,
Mondo's
isn't it?
handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
He's the world's ultimate gang leader!
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, I know which one it is.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Did it.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves
Also, we'll
that
say
what
this.
Makoto said is right.
Well, my
We'll do a rap walk voices because we each have equal amount of voices at this point. Because I realized that I was like, oh, New Year's, I was like,
Mondo, the
'Cause,
handbook
yeah.
you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
It means what it means, bitch.
The broken handbook
Snake
that was
boy.
in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
No.
Well,
We already talked about this.
Yeah.
there is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student. But if they're dead, they're not a student.
Fuck yeah.
That's one way to put it.
I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting.
Fuck it.
God.
As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Yay!
If I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake.
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all
sweet
up.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear. And we'll
Do
all
I get
see
to write a
if I was
comic
right
book
or
now?
wrong.
Yay!
Hell yeah! Time for the closing argument. Oh, what a fucking trial, dude.
So let's see here. So the first one.
Also got some bangers tracks.
Hell yeah. Put that there. Maybe?
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. Dude. Oh, man.
Oh. Maybe? No. So that one. Maybe? Fuck.
Yep. You get to watch that, yeah.
Well, that one's obvious.
Yep. The Byakuya ones. Byakuya be like that sometimes.
Okay. So, now we can go back. Oh, there's an extra one.
The killer is you!
Yep.
First, let's take a look back.
See if I'm right.
before the
Yep, this is the way we do it.
What's wrong with running a school?
What's wrong with running a school, bro? I saw that and I just...
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
Crunch!
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Trademark pending.
And then Byakuya just shows the fuck up.
Is that a dead body? No. I love that shit.
Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation.
Just
making things even
just
more
play with the just play with the corpse a little bit.
Have a little joke with everybody, man.
Play a little goofy.
Just a little goofy.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
For reasons.
Because.
Oh god, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
That's like, oh. This game did her way dirty.
Yeah, this game did Chihiro way fucking dirty.
Using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Isn't that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. No. This can't be right.
Can't be happening.
Yeah. Where's your evidence?
What?
You need evidence. You need proof.
Desperation.
Without any proof, You can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence of Mondo's the killer had already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear.
You remember that?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, this will do
Fuck.
this forever. Let's talk more about Fever Time and Nega Time.
Excuse me, what?
During battles, the bullet time battle, if you press the space key, Fever Time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push buttons at random, you won't miss. So if you push however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault.
So you can push room boom 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 boom.
Yeah, room boom boom boom. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to the special time, right? So we've also presented something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about.
Fuck. Even the narrator's against you.
The narrator is like, I'm just got what? Well, good luck and have fun.
All right. The moment of truth.
Moment of truth. You must DDR battle.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong.
You gotta mark.
Oh, shit, how do I do that?
Left arrow button.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta hit the left mouse button to target the right mouse button fire.
What?
No, you gotta hit the left mouse button in time in order to target it, and then yes.
Oh,
but it's Nega Time. That's the Nega Time. No, that's the other one. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh yeah.
Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt. Show me some evidence.
Here we go. Final strike.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Yeah.
I shot you with the truth.
The truth has come.
None.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Damn.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Oh shit.
Battle over. Chapter 2.
A, B, Apple.
Hell yeah, you got an A. Good job.
Thanks.
That's mono coins you
You
got.
have 83 fucking mono coins?
Oh yeah, no, trials refill you up real quick.
Hell yeah! I'm
yeah.
gonna give my friends who aren't dead so many presents.
What are you saying?
Stop!
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank!
Monokuma.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Who is it? Who has done it?
Oh, I wonder who it could be.
Who could it be?
Oh, it's Snake Boy.
Guilty!
Da 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 da. Oh, he gonna get real murdered.
What?
Uh-oh, this looks like you got it right again! Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki, it was... Mondo Owada!
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer.
Fucking ultimate moral compass nearly got us all killed.
You're treading very close to the danger zone, Michiru. And you need to be more careful.
Kuwabara, no! Hey, Urameshi, I'm gonna get killed! I'm gonna get executed in the killing game, Urameshi!
I'm gonna get myself elected and gonna die for my bro.
Ultimate moral dumbass!
I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it?
Oh, look at all the fluids coming out of his
Yeah, he's broken, dude.
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo is taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men.
Man.
Oh, but for anyone who doesn't want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text.
Jeez.
Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness. To take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. I know I won't even be able to say anything about the even though you're a boy.
Oh,
but no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him. It was not so easily weeded out.
Oh no.
As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Chihiro's so dirty.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, the world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of embarrassing secrets. Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
That's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough that if someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought in the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made a commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yup, sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help me give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help me become strong.
Oh, that's a fuck up.
Yeah, it looks like it should be Monokuma.
Yeah, that should be Monokuma.
This should be Monokuma.
Yeah, that's a whoopsie.
Yep. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
It could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made with Chihiro.
But...
How does moving the body keep his secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker
room,
then everyone would have been arguing about how he got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, then at least a few of us would have begun to suspect his identity. So... he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See?
Then... Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro? Who he'd also killed?
Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you...
Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all.
Ba-da!
The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong.
It's impossible!
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. I can't read. But the only reason he had a chance to join a gang in the first place because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got a motorcycle.
Vroom va.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one that Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang.
He's about to be the charismatic killed brother.
And before anyone knew it, he had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think this is how it would But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw at Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? You can read the next one.
Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All it'll do is make our gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I just...
I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race.
Zuzu!
Zuzu! But during this race, tragedy struck.
He's just a JoJo.
This is his hair, he's a crazy diamond. Yes. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
Damn!
Laying on his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. I can't do it.
My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry.
Of course he knew it wasn't his brother. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth from what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and to keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result...
Broom, broom, fra, 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 vroom, fra, fra.
The team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. Then that became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to leave the team so badly, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong! And yet... No.
And yet... As soon as the killing game began, he realized... No matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mono killed his own older brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it would all been for nothing. So that's why. Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with all kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. I'm not doing the cool Borrow voice for the last 5 seconds he's gonna be alive.
No.
Seriously? Jesus!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But
You're right, but
I want to change.
Oh,
I
no,
wrapped myself
God.
in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right?
Chihiro, no.
Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
Damn.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
Why?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I'd never seen, I never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Or was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just
No,
wanted
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong! I'm strong! Strong, 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 strong! Stronger than you!
You son of a
I'm
bitch.
stronger than Daya! I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was lying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him. Down on the ground.
Hey.
I
killed him.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it!
Look at him! You see? You're all just like him!
No, we didn't kill Chihiro.
For a secret from the past, for a memory! For that he killed another living human being in cold blood! He couldn't cut free from his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't.
Is this despair?
You feel despair? Bastard! Shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say it again, I dare you!
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but... Unfortunately, I can't do right now. Because it's time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
It can't be.
Execution?
Well now.
That's just what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbed the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Ridiculous.
Now then,
What a
I
fucking
prepared
voice
a
line.
very special punishment.
Armando Iwata, the ultimate biker gang leader! Oh, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Woo! Sid, wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Mondo. And...
Oh, what the fuck?
Yup. Monokuma is the most disrespectful person.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Cage of Death. Whoa. Whoa.
He was all tuckered out.
He's a sleepy little bear. Did he just fucking disintegrate?
Nah, man. Even better.
Oh. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Just turned to butter, my dude.
Holy shit.
Laugh in death and your soul will forever be at peace.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Fucking Mondo butter, my dude. Absolutely.
Can't be. Mondo butter, what the? Seriously, what the fuck, man?
My broother is butter.
Broother?
Broother, you are booter.
Broother booter. Oh, yeah.
Broother booter.
Broother booter.
Another murder. And another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Shout bird.
I told you, man, he's broken.
As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to.
What a disappointment. This is the end of the game?
Fucking worst boy. Byakuya.
This.
Completely insane. You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Technically 5 of our friends are dead.
Yes.
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this is a game of life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
however,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it would make things more interesting.
His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone.
Yep. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule, too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please, continue. That night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well,
So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had to be the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have to answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought they would liven things up.
You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about the genocide jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene?
But
Damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. And obviously, you would have believed me.
Yeah, after I said, no, I saw Mondo do it.
Yeah, I would have let you all play that little game, and I would have said, no, it was actually Mondo, and you would have believed me, and then that would have been it, because I'm the smartest guy in this room.
Because I'm super smart.
Of course.
I'm a super smart Sasuke boy.
Of course.
Byakuya had turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me.
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Senpai called me remarkable.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become the Blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
Fuck.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes. We're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next.
You
like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself!
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating! These punishments are meant to transform all hope.
Stop!
These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
Mean?
What the hell?
Good grief! I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing!
Yari does.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and everything will be revealed.
Ooh, how exciting!
The noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
I really hope he doesn't make it till the end.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next.
Damn!
I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is foregone conclusion.
In the name of the Uchiha clan!
Yeah.
You're getting all riled up!
It's so cool! It's like you're the main character of a video game or something! No trash mob for you! I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, temper! Looks like someone needs a nap!
Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than... Jesus! All of our courage, our effort, our friendship felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Whoa!
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
Ooh.
After all, that's what everyone wants to see. As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student.
Ooh, my, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Oh, fuck.
Chapter
2. It's a boy's life in despair. The end. We fucking did it.
Woo!
Holy
and thus
shit.
goes the most problematic part of Danganronpa.
Thank God.
Yeah, from here on, it doesn't approach anything to that. Both with the freaking schizo shit. And so, while I love the way that they did Chihiro, like, in the whole scheme of things, it's definitely, absolutely the worst age trial in the series.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. But, I don't know, man.
Well, so we did it.
Yeah.
We found justice.
We have found justice.
Holy shit, what a fucking
Mondo fucking did it because he couldn't handle his weakness. Couldn't handle that someone else would want to reveal their secrets.
What a little bitch. I'm glad him and his brother are dead.
Look, toxic masculinity did Chihiro.
I'm glad he's Broother butter.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Look, I love Mondo, but yeah, no, it's fucking. That's. It's not like Leon. Where Leon is just, you're like, oh fuck. Mondo, you're like, no, you fucking did it, dude. Like, you deserve something. You deserve this punishment. Being turned into butter, though, was a bit
It's a little excessive. But so my original assumptions, and we talked about this before we started recording, about what my original assumptions on the trial were.
Yeah.
I was close.
You were very close.
I was very close. Can't believe it's Broother butter. I had, to be fair, I had no clue who the killer was. I didn't put together it was going to be Mondo until Kyoko said it had to be someone very close to it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck.
Yeah. No, but that's the best part, is if you don't pick up on that shit, it's the best thing, because it's just a trap of, like, you don't find out except that he just accidentally slips at its end.
Yeah.
He slips up. He screws up. So it's a very good way that you don't expect it at all. But, yeah.
I did get the motive for the actual killing one.
Yes.
So when we were talking about this trial, the only thing Metaliar had told me was, oh yeah, by the way, this trial is super problematic. It's aged very poorly.
Yes.
We're probably gonna stream every trial here on out. It's just easier that way.
Yeah, I'm down for that. If you're down for that, I'm certainly down for that.
It's easier to stream the trial than like record a fucking 3-hour-long video.
Yeah, record it and like edit it down and try to find breaks in between. Like,
yeah, that seems silly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to edit it down a little bit. I'm probably gonna break it in half when I do the actual editing to post it. As
yeah. Oh yeah, no. Editing for videos, like, yeah, that's the perfect spot. You know when to cut.
Yeah,
and, stuff. But streaming the whole trials, like, it's cool just to have us sit down and just do it all in one go.
It makes it so much easier, and it's fun to be able to interact with chat while we do it.
Oh yeah, you're all the best.
But yes.
Yeah, this trial is 999. Oh.
I don't know what 999 is.
So 999 is also a series by Spike Chunsoft.
Okay.
And is it's a similar game, like a death game situation, but you have to do it. It's a very cool puzzle game. It's like an escape room. I would say it's an escape room video game format with Danganronpa-like storytelling elements.
That's kind of cool. I'm down for that.
Yeah, not as in depth as like a lot of the other stuff, but like Spike Chunsoft writers are really good. They do that, and I would say 999 is like, if you like escape rooms, That's the good shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm down to play 999.
Oh yeah.
I'm down to play this. I'm down to play anything, or freaking whatever. Whatever you want to play, whatever anyone else wants to play, I'm down.
So yeah. So
yeah.
I had a couple predictions, and the only thing you told me that it was aged super poorly and it was super problematic. So I had predicted correctly that both Toko and Byakuya were going to be red herrings.
Yeah.
I never saw the genocide Jill thing coming, to be fair.
Yep.
I was not ready for that.
Yeah, you were not ready for it to actually be real? Yeah.
My theory was that he had manipulated her to think that she was Genocide Jack because she was, like, all over him and clearly mentally unwell. Yeah. And then she just, like, nah.
No.
Genocide Jill!
I was like, how could you tell them that I am Genocide Jack? And you're like, wait. That was the coolest part, was seeing the look on your face and you'd be like, no, wait, no, it's actually happening. But, to answer your question, now that we're here, it's fucking hilarious to know that after this trial, you gotta walk out there and be like, well, there is a serial killer who has admitted to it, also has shown us her opus moderandi for murders. Dude, it's gonna be a fun time. Bunch of hope I see in the future.
Bunch of hope. So yeah, I was right about that.
Yep.
I was right about the fact that Byakuya set up the crime scene in order to make the crime more interesting.
Yeah.
I was right about the well, I mean, it was obvious, but I was right about the killer moving all the furniture between the rooms.
Yeah.
That was kind of spoon-fed to you.
Yeah.
The only thing I was wrong about was I didn't know I didn't pin Mondo as the killer.
Yeah.
And when you told me that it was going to be super problematic and didn't age well. Yeah. Oh, I also predicted that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I predicted that from you saying it was super problematic. I was going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
Chihiro is either going to be a trans woman or a cross-dresser.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, I thought that the killer was going to find Chihiro in the boys' locker room, like see Chihiro's dick or something, and then have a gay panic moment and kill him.
Yeah, or like trans.
That I was wrong about.
Yeah, that's why when you started that and you said that, I'm like, okay, no, I know that like me saying it's problematic gave you that hint, but. No, it's even weirder. It's like toxic masculinity fucking did it.
Yeah.
He's like so upset that Chihiro was like, let's just tell him our secrets. Fuck it, let's go. Let's move past it. That he just freaked out at that moment. But yeah, no, he's like, Chihiro tells him and he's like, oh no, okay, whoa, I'm just surprised, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. And then it's like, wait, what? You just want to tell everybody? And I'm like, good. I'm sorry.
You think you're stronger than me?
You're stronger than me? I'm stronger than Daya!
Who's Daya? Bob!
Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you all for joining us. This has been so much fun. If you enjoyed the stream, please like the video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It means so much, your support. It's fucking fantastic. And I hope you all have a great night.
To all of you, thank you, and I'm sorry for having you sit through some stuff, but listen, from here on out, it's what's the good about the game. I hope you're excited to check it out, because I'm still excited for this shit.